All right. Yeah. So welcome back to the channel. It's Shay Seeking or Shalonda, and we are going to go ahead. I had to run out real quick, but again, I don't know. I picked up this book Enoch today, and like I got these books they just open. I have journals open and books. You know, it's just like I'm just sitting here in deep thought. Um, but what I was reading was okay, because there's just like a strong urge for, again, like it's like it's almost expected to happen, but it's not. But I think just like when it comes to the ancestors and it comes to, you know, we'll just use gods because everybody has their own way, right? And so when it comes to this, oh, a hummingbird. Okay, sorry, my fault. But it's distraction, right? So, anyways, so it's talking about it was talking about the last 3 weeks, right? So again, sometimes I don't really like I can it's like being in a bubble or something. All this stuff is kind of going on around you on different levels and everything, and it's like, you know, like a lot of times even when I get lost in looking at the hieroglyphs and looking at like what the symbols and stuff mean, like it starts to, I don't know, help me see things on a more symbolic, I guess, scale. Okay. And I don't even realize that I picked things up until, you know, I come across something and say, hey, that reminds me of this. So again, when it comes to the book of Enoch in these last 3 weeks, I'm like, well, I see there's a familiar settings that have been going on this plane. And so, you know, we're going to go ahead and read real quick the apocalypse of weeks, right? So again, in this 93 in the book of Enoch, and it says, after that, Enoch both gave and began to recount from the books. Wow. Like these things are about remembering, y'all. Okay. And said, concerning the children of righteousness. Okay. And again, there's nothing ever going to change my mind so that we know going forward, if there even is a forward. See, because people we just don't get it. You know, we don't want to, we can't all just get along. So, you know, like I said, okay. Okay. And Enoch said, concerning the children of righteousness and concerning the elect of the world. Okay. So again, there's going to be the children of righteousness, which will probably be like us and our children, right? But then the elect in the world are going to be those that will be in elevated statuses, possibly. And some of us also, you know, on ground level, I would say. Okay. So again, I mean, this is just how I'm looking at it. One way of looking at it. Or just I'm just saying in like positions, like when it comes to positions of power. Okay, because there could be people that are just on this plane that have an immense amount of power, again, which I think that, you know, sometimes those that are in elevated statuses may have more power. But again, I think it's like, that's why it's like when I think about the as above, so below, in a sense, I think about like transfer of power. Okay, so again, Elohim finding a way to put, okay, certain people together because of certain traits and certain things, and certain times. Okay. And so, you know, it's like your other half or something, like we're talking about these connections and stuff that we're having. Okay. So it says, so like even in like-mindedness, right? And so it says, and concerning the plant, okay, of uprightness. Okay. So again, when something is planted, like if you want to record somebody, you want to do something, events, or even, you know, I'm even thinking like a scribe, even, you know, then you would put a plant. You would plant something there, right? Okay. I will speak these things. Okay. It says, yea, I, Enoch, will declare them unto you, my sons. Okay. According to yeah, so again, this is almost like, I mean, it's not like fallen angels. I guess maybe these are the angels that didn't fall, right? And the ones that didn't submit, maybe. I don't know. It seems like it's like an opposite forming of the fallen, because we're talking the elect. So it says, according to that which appeared, okay, to me in the heavenly vision, okay. So this is like probably a thought or a view, okay. And which I have known through the word of the holy angels, okay, and have learnt from the heavenly tablets. Okay, maybe I'll just, you know what, I'm going to try to stick to just not elaborating. Because sometimes I feel like, it's not my job to do this because, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just, maybe some people need to, but I'm just thinking like we at a time right now where I guess, you know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know, I just feel like this sense of something now. Again, I was born the 7th in the first week, while judgment and righteousness still endured. And after me there shall arise in the 2nd week great wickedness, and deceit shall have sprung up, and in it there shall be the first end. And in it a man shall be saved. And after it is ended, uprightness shall grow up, and a law shall be made for sinners. And after that, in the 3rd week, at the close, a man shall be elected as the plant of righteous judgment. And his prosperity shall become the plant of righteousness forevermore. Excuse me, ew. It's not cute. And after that, the 4th week, and its close, visions of the holy and righteous shall be seen, and a law for all generations, and an enclosure shall be made for them. And after that, the 5th week, at its close, the house of glory and dominion shall be built forever. And after that, in the 6th week, all who live in it shall be blinded. Wow. And the heart of all of them shall godlessly forsake wisdom. Okay. Now that's harsh right there. The hearts of all of them shall godlessly forsake wisdom. And in it a man shall ascend. Right? And at its close, the house of dominion shall be burnt with fire. Okay? And the whole race of chosen root shall be dispersed. And after that, in the 7th week, shall an apostate generation arise. And many shall be its deeds, and all its deeds shall be apostate. Okay. And all its clothes shall be elected, the elect righteous of the eternal plant of righteousness, to receive 7-fold instruction concerning all his creation. For who is there of all the children of men that is able to hear the voice of the Holy One without being troubled? And who can think his thoughts? And who is there that can behold all the works of heaven? And how should there be one who could behold the heaven? And who is that could understand the things of heaven, and see a soul or a spirit, and could tell thereof? Or ascend and see all their ends, and think them, or do like them? And who is there of all men that could know what the breadth and the length of the earth? And to whom has been shown the measure of all of them? Or is there anyone who could discern the length and of the heaven, and how great is its height, and upon what it is founded? And how great is the number of stars, and where and where all the luminaries rest. Okay, I have to go now, so I'll come back and do 94, because that's kind of like what I really want to get into, but I kind of wanted to start somewhere so that we can kind of like, go off that. So yeah, take care. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.